Hello, and welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress-Coppermanor. And I thought, while we still only have a few dwarves, I would take a little bit of time at the start of this episode. We've just got our 2 new dwarves at the end of the last one, and they've got the names now. We have Mr. Firmwolf, who is the Fisher Dwarf, and Kef, the Dead Dwarf, who is our Furnace Operator, I believe. But we're going to start from the top here, and we're actually going to have a look at each... Wrong button there, never mind. Now I forgot the button I need. There we go. And first, let's have a look at Zane here. Zane, you've been quite content lately. Slept without a proper room recently. Slept in a very uneasily due to noise. A rough cave floor that he slept on. And complained of the lack of chairs. So basically, Zane, you're a bitch. Worshipper of whoever the hell that is. It's like a mushroom raw. Okay, apparently you're a worshipper and a casual worshipper of this mushroom guy. Citizen of the trustworthy gloves, that must be our parent civilization. Member of the Channel of Lancers, and arrived in Coppermanor on the 1st of Granite, year 114. You're 70 years old, which isn't actually that old for a dwarf, that's like middle-aged. Average in size, emerald eyes. Well, you know what, you guys can read this because I imagine it's not all that great just listening to me read about other dwarves. And you are friends with Dennis and running with Thermite. And long-term acquaintances with everyone else from the original group. Okay then, running with Thermite. If you want to read that, you can just pause that there. And relationships. Who the hell is this Kahara thing? Kahara is a deity of the trustworthy gloves. Kahara most often takes the form of a female dwarf and is associated with courage. Oh, that's cool then. And you are friends with Askiel, Zane, and Multi-Matnek. Let's see here. Matnek. There's your description. Poor ability to manage or understand social relationships, poor creativity, and poor focus and intuition. Well, that's just you all over, Matnek. And you are friends with Dennis and running with Thermite. Seymourith. There you are. And you've been ecstatic lately. And you're a female. That's awesome. Relationships. You have a lover. Oh, Seymourith is shacked up with Dennis. Maybe we'll have little baby dwarfs soon. And you are friends with Askiel. British guy. There you are. You are 64 and female, and you've been quite content. Oh, right there. Relationships. Nobody likes you. And you have your own gods, because you're weird. You have Veer, is a deity of the trustworthy gloves, most often appears in the form of a female dwarf and is associated with peace and oceans. Okay? And this guy, deity of the trustworthy gloves, Rosen, most often takes the form of a male great horned owl and is associated with the earth and mountains. So apparently you're some kind of pagan British guy, which is kind of appropriate. Firmwolf, you've just got here, so I don't imagine you're quite content, satisfied at work, talk with a spouse. Oh, so... Firmwolf is already married. Married to Kef, the Dead Dwarf. And there's your stuff. Relationships. Kef is your wife, and you have all of these things back at home, and none of them that you know anymore. The only person from our fort who you seem to know is Kef, who is your wife. Let's see here, Askiel. You're a male dwarf, you've been quite content, and has little willpower. But you like native gold, rose gold, you're a gold digger basically. You like gold and gems. You have 3 friends and 2 deities. Let's view your deities. Ishlum is a deity of the trustworthy gloves. Ishlum most often takes the form of a female blue jay and is associated with rain and trees. And your other god is Zakthist Whisper Cave, the Labyrinth Rumours. That is a weird ass name. Most often appears in the form of a female dwarf and is associated with darkness and the night. So Askiel, basically you're a creepy motherfucker. Dennis, you need a meager office, so I figured out how you do that now. There you go. You are a male. Talked with a lover lately, slept in the dirt recently. Caught up in a new romance, so it's romantically involved with Seymour of Slave Brushes. Awesome name. And relationships, you have a lover and 3 friends and a worshipper of Via. Have we already looked at Via? Yeah, Peace and Oceans. Okay, so Kef the Dead Dwarf. There's your description. And relationships, looks like you have Rahl as a god. Rahl is... What the hell is that? He's associated with money, but he had a lot of crap on there. So now that we've got that sorted, there was a few others who asked for dwarves. You'll get them as soon as a new migrant wave shows up. And as for jobs that people have asked for, I can't really make any promises because it depends on the skills you have when your dwarf shows up. But we can finally get to actually doing stuff. We've just started mining out the second set of apartments. We still only have 4 beds. It's probably not good, putting that out there. We'll have to wait for Mr. Firmuth to construct his fishery so that he can start feeding the peoples with fish, just like Jesus did. Although somehow I doubt you're going to get 2 fish to feed even 10 dwarves. But that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Still waiting on our first merchant caravan, which reminds me I should probably build a trade depot. I'll just have that up here. I think what I'm going to do is have the mason stop in his workshop for now, like stop work there for now, and have him get to work on building some walls, because I don't like how long we've been sat here exposed. And I was hoping to get a second mason in the first migrant wave, but there was only 2 people. Looks like we've accidentally mined even more malachite. Honestly, we don't need that much. We've only got like at most 10 dwarves to equip. After that it'll just go on crafts and resupplying ammo, because I intend to have 5 melee and 5 ranged dwarves. How the hell did you build pastures again? Oh, actually, do we have counts? We don't have much food, according to that. See, I'm not too concerned about everyone just kind of chilling upstairs, as long as we're not being invaded. Because if that happens, I will just have to set the, where the hell's the carpenter? What's he doing? Oh, he's in his workshop now. If we get, like, sieged, I'll have to set the, dining hall as a meeting hall so everyone comes inside. And we still don't have much wood. Keeps bringing gems from up here. Where the hell did you even get a gem? Mysteries of dwarves. And I think, yeah, we've emptied that pool, which means we only have this here. So what I'm going to do is dig a channel to make it easy to access that water, so people can just kind of walk up to the side there and dip their hands in. more rooms that we can't use yet. 5 beds between 9 dwarves. It'll work if they sleep in shifts. But it's not ideal because they do feel much better when they have their own rooms. Hopefully they're off to dig that channel. So that's kind of important. You are the mason, aren't you? Seymour is the mason. Why haven't you built the trade depot? Suspend it and unsuspend it. See if that does anything. Actually, cancel the building off. He brought up some of the stone, so why didn't he build the depot? In fact, he brought up all the stone and didn't build the depot. Weird ass dude. He's just sat playing with the kittens, apparently. And the finished goods have actually started overflowing from the bins now. That's probably not a great thing. But I think what's going to happen is I'm going to pause this for a little while until something interesting happens. I'll see you then. That there British guy just created his first masterpiece. Thought that was worth sharing with you. But apart from that, still nothing's happened. It's literally been like 30 seconds since I turned off the recording. But I'll see you when something interesting happens. Okay then, so I thought I'd bring you back for an update. Nothing particularly interesting has happened yet, apart from Keth has adopted like every cat ever. We finished digging out this place. I dug out an easier place to drink from the river, and that's about it really. I've designated like every tree on the map to be chopped down because we keep running out of wood. We've started construction on the wall, built the trade depot, and now we're just waiting for something to happen, because there's only so long you can comment on "I'm digging a hole." I'll see you then. Okay, so we've just got another microwave, which I assume means we'll be getting merchants soon. And I'm going to bring up Dwarf the Rapist here and see how many we got. We got another 2, which finishes off the dwarf list. Actually, that's kind of depressing. And the new guys, well, we already have a furnace operator, but we will take weaponsmithing, armoring and blacksmithing, and we'll give you weapon crafting as well. Now what's this? Clothes making? No. We could do with someone to smooth the walls out and make the place look a bit nicer, so you can do that. Actually no, I'll save that for a nameless dwarf because it's a pretty crappy job. Let's see here. Butchery, there we go. Have fun getting up to your elbows in cow guts. I'm going to off-screen while I name these guys. I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, so that's the new guys named. So we're going to get a quick look at them now. View. This is Assassin, and he's been quite content lately. He's married to the other new person. He's an arduous worshipper of Raal, and the son of those 2 people. 43 years old. Relationships, you have a wife, and that's it in this fort, and this is your wife. 49 years old, female, quite content, and can handle stress, and she's assertive, lives for risk and excitement, and you have a husband. So there we go, new guys. I know it was one of you. And sorry that other dude, but there's no way I can pronounce whatever the hell that name is. So from now on, you're just going to be Flurverdurver. Because, you know, it's easier to say. We haven't really made much other progress. Crap, what jobs did I literally just gave them jobs. What did I give them? Butchery, that was it. can operate the forge when we buy ourselves an anvil. So let's go build ourselves a butchery. I suppose we should really build the furnaces and get to work getting some charcoal ready and some of that malachite smelted. There we go. I wouldn't care, we literally just got enough bedrooms. I'm gonna put down, oh, we only have one door, that's typical. Bloody typical. I need one more door. That is going to be Dennis's office. But we only need 2 more beds, and we've got 2 more beds and 2 more doors, and we're fine. Something blocking the building. So you dare say you stop. Why didn't we build that? Oh, unless he means down here. Don't suspend the construction for rocks. You build stuff out of rocks. You're a mason. My God, someone give that man a cookie. I'll wait until we have our first trade, and then I'll end this video off. And we're still gathering wood. It's taken quite a while because of how... Seriously, you have got to be kidding me. Is there a way I can like dump these rocks or something, or just get rid of them? Well, I suppose that final space is just gonna have to be used later on, because apparently the mason doesn't know how to move rocks. Genius. Oh well, at least that gets him back to construction of the... Did Kev just adopt another freaking cat? I swear to God, he's got like a whole troop of cats. There he is, look. Just look for the swarm of cats and you'll find Keth at the center. Everyone's going out and picking up the wood that... Here's the commoner again. Matt Necky's just on a kind of a rampage with a copper battle axe. He hates trees. He also hits dwarfs, but you know, it's messy chopping down a dwarf. Well, I think I'll pause this until something at least noteworthy happens, and I'll see you in a little while. Okay, I'm gonna slaughter a few things. If I can find something that Kef hasn't already fucking adopted. There's nothing really worth slaughtering. I don't really want to get rid of the yak bull or the where's the water buffalo gone? Someone adopted the water buffalo. Oh no, there it is. I don't really want to slaughter those until I find out what the next decent big animals we get are gonna be, because it could be we get a yak or a water buffalo and we could breed them. So until we get a breeding pair, I'm going to hold off on the butchery. And you know what? I didn't realise how much I miss trees when they aren't around. On the plus side, we have new beds, so we can actually have all 11 bedrooms now. Hey, and the outpost liaison and the caravan has arrived. And we get the big ass wagons because we have at least a 3 tile gap between our depot and them all the way to the edge of the map. Because if you have a little dinky, say a 2 wide door and a little 2 wide bridge, the caravans won't be able to come across it, and all you'll get is the little trade donkeys, which can't hold as much and don't bring as much to trade. So we are going to request our trader and move some goods up here. Crafts. Bring up all these bins because we're going to want quite a bit of stuff off these people. Food, wood, anvil, alcohol. I'll probably find a few other fancy looking things that I want to buy. We can already trade. So let's get this over with quickly, so that David can go and talk to the outpost liaison. And I've seen him called some weird ass things by people who don't recognize the word liaison. Okay, that's plenty of money. Well, we don't really need bars. I'll take a couple of ropes, why not? There we go, we can use them for wells and a few other things. I'm not sure what these flasks do, but I'll take one, screw it. Wine, I'll take some wine. Dingo blood and honeybee venom. Who the hell buys that stuff? I'll take your buckets. A bronze warhammer. Or a steel warhammer. I'd prefer a one-handed weapon if I'm gonna buy one. I will take a steel pick though. Looks like bismuth bronze spear is pretty much the best they have, and honestly that's not that much better than copper. Screw it. Some steel high boots. I think that's all I'll spend on like armor and stuff. I've gauntlets, they look nice. Screw it, I've already got half the set, I might as well get it all. Steel cap. Steel shield. That might actually be all they have. Nope. I'll take a cloth bin because we need clothes, strangely enough. That, and you know, I have like a crap ton left. I'll take... What? I'm confused. I'm not going to do that again because that was weird. I'll just use a couple bolts. Don't want your gems. I will take 2 anvils. And then... Oh, what the hell is this? Stop being annoying. Where's your lumber? Did they bring any lumber? Steel chain leggings. That might be all they'll trade for. Damn it, they won't trade that. Okay, we'll get rid of the steel leggings. And no, they did not bring me any lumbers. It's kind of disappointing, but I am building up my own lumber supply slowly. And it looks like Dennis is back to being the expedition leader. I don't know if that's done by vote or if Dennis just walks in with a pimp hat and like just decides it himself, but he's the leader. And I think I'll end this episode off here. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.